You are standing in line. Nothing is happening. Your hand moves to your pocket before you even decide to move it. The screen lights up. There is nothing new. You already knew there was nothing new. You check it anyway. This looks like a modern problem, a design flaw, something Silicon Valley built into you on purpose. But the real answer is far stranger. The urge did not start in a boardroom. It started on a savanna, 300,000 years ago, in a body that had no idea a phone would ever exist. Your brain is not broken. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. It is just doing it in the wrong century. Start with a question. Why does an unread notification feel louder than a read one? Why does the 3 dots of someone typing feel almost unbearable? Why do you refresh a page that has not changed? The psychologist B.F. Skinner found part of the answer in the 1950s working with pigeons and levers. He gave one group of pigeons a lever that always produced food. He gave another group a lever that produced food only sometimes, at random. The second group pressed harder. They pressed longer. They pressed even after the food stopped coming entirely. Skinner called this a variable reward schedule. Unpredictable rewards create stronger habits than predictable ones. A guaranteed treat gets boring. A maybe keeps you pulling the lever. Your phone is a lever. Sometimes it gives you nothing. Sometimes it gives you a message from someone you love. You cannot predict which, so you keep pulling. But why would evolution build a brain this vulnerable to a maybe? That question takes you further back than Skinner's lab. It takes you back to the forest floor. Picture an early human forager searching for food. Berries do not grow in the same bush every day. Some bushes are empty. Some are full. There is no way to know without checking. The forager who kept checking survived. The forager who gave up too early starved. This is called foraging behavior, and it did not disappear when humans stopped foraging for berries. It just changed targets. Now you forage for information. You forage for connection. You forage for a small hit of relevance in an ocean of noise. The neuroscientist Kent Berridge, working decades after Skinner, found something that explains why this feels so compulsive. He separated 2 things people usually treat as the same: wanting and liking. Liking is the pleasure you get once you have something. Wanting is the pull you feel before you have it. Berridge found these run on different brain systems. Dopamine, it turns out, is mostly about wanting, not liking. That means your brain can crave a thing more than it will ever enjoy it. The scroll itself proves this. You keep scrolling long after the content stopped being interesting. The wanting outlives the liking, every single time. Is your phone actually satisfying you, or is it just keeping the want alive? There is a second, older force at work here, and it has nothing to do with food. It has to do with your tribe. For most of human history, you lived in a group of somewhere between 50 and 150 people. This number was studied by the anthropologist Robin Dunbar, who found it appears again and again across human societies, from hunter-gatherer bands to modern military units. He called it a cognitive limit. Your brain can only track meaningful relationships with about that many people at once. Inside that group, information was survival. Who is angry at whom? Who was seen near whose tent? Who might share meat and who might not? Dunbar argued that gossip evolved to replace the physical grooming apes used to maintain alliances. Talking about each other became the new form of touch. Missing that information was not a small inconvenience. It could mean missing a shift in the group's loyalties. It could mean being the last to know you were no longer welcome. Your body still runs on those stakes. A notification does not know it is 2026. It only knows it might be social information. And ignoring social information for most of your evolutionary history was dangerous. So when your phone buzzes, something old and fast fires before something new and slow can catch up. Your nervous system treats a message like a rustle in the grass outside camp. It has to be checked. Not because it is urgent, because it might be. Here is the twist, and it is the part almost nobody expects. This system did not evolve to make you anxious. It evolved to make you accurate. Constant low-level monitoring of your environment used to be a form of intelligence. The forager who noticed the bush changing, the tribe member who caught the shift in tone, that vigilance kept people alive and socially secure. The problem is not the vigilance. The problem is what it is aimed at now. Your ancestors checked a fixed number of bushes and a fixed number of faces. There was an edge to their world. Eventually, they had checked everything there was to check, and they habauchinataje.